Hello out there, this is KG7YTS here with another video for you guys. And guess what? It's back. That's right, the Baofeng UV-5R is back here for another video. Yes, it still has the rubber band, but that will be changed soon. So anyway, what I'm doing in this video today is I'm sharing with you guys some accessories that I've got for my Baofeng UV-5R. So, let's just start off right here with the list. First things first, the programming cable. Yep, that's right. I finally got the programming cable. But you know what? It's not an authentic Baofeng one, even though it says Baofeng on it. It's not an authentic Baofeng one, and I can tell that because of the price. So you may be wondering, did it work? Well, I'm gonna let this one answer the question for you guys. Did you see that? Yep, that's right. It showed my call sign on the welcome screen, and it showed the list of frequencies programmed. So yes, it indeed did work. Now you may be wondering, how did he get it to work? You see, well, hold on, let me be right back. I knew I was forgetting something for the video, so now I've got it. You see that? You see this? Yeah, that's the drivers and the programming software for the Baofeng. That was not used. So what I did was actually, I used my Linux computer with the software called Chirp. 10 times better than what I've seen of the Baofeng programming software. And the cool thing about Linux is you don't have to worry about the drivers, because 95% of the time, the driver is already in the operating system, so you don't even have to worry about it. So yeah, and I'll leave a link to where I got the instructions on how to use the Chirp software on Linux, since it's a bit different than doing it on Windows. So I'll go ahead and leave that link for you guys down in the description so you can see how it's done. And if you would like to have your Baofeng UV-5R or similar radio programmed, but you don't have the time to make the whole list of frequencies and worry about having to buy the programming cable and everything, I am actually offering that as a service. I will leave a link in the description to where you can do that. So basically what you'll do is you'll make the payment. I haven't set a price yet. That'll be done by the time I link it. And so what you'll do is you'll pay for it, then I'll send you an email asking you what frequencies you're going to want on it. I'm going to do it by the county. If you want additional counties in it, then I can also throw in that one too. And say if there's a repeater network, you can go ahead and leave me a link to that repeater network that you use, and I'll be able to include all the frequencies for that repeater network in case you travel a lot, like what I did with my radio. Let me open it up. Turn it on right here. So as you can see, it's a bit of static on the current repeater, but let me go over to this repeater. It's called EARS. It's Eastern Arizona Amateur Radio Society, and it is a network of quite a few repeaters. So what I have is from channel 2, I have ears on heliograph peak all the way to ears, they just call it ears west, and I can't remember where that one's located at, but all between those, and that one's on channel 12, by the way, so there's like 10 repeaters. So I have all of those programmed into the radio, so I can do that for you also. If you just let me know about that in the email. So yeah, I'm hoping that'll make it a bit easier for some people, and it'll also help generate a bit of cash flow for the channel, so I can do some more videos. And then I'll also be able to, I'll also have the option for FRS, GMRS, and MERS. But the catch on that is you cannot transmit on those frequencies, because that's illegal unless it's an absolute life or death emergency as declared in FCC regulations. That's the only time you should be using those. Any other time you can use them to listen. There's nothing wrong with listening. You can listen to any frequency, of course, obviously within the radio's range. So I can also like program local police frequencies if they're FM and non-encrypted. I can program those into the radio, so that way you can listen and listen only. And I'll also throw in the NOAA weather radio channels. So yeah. Now next up here is, I'm pretty sure I accidentally sent it up onto the screen, but you can see something orange. No, that is not a SAM splint. I know that on camera it kind of looks like a SAM splint all wrinkled up, but that's not what it is. What it actually is the fake authentic Nagoya NA771. And the reason I can tell for a fact that it's fake is the blue right there. Honestly, I don't really care too much if it's a fake. Honestly, it works. It was cheap. I don't mind. And yes, I've confirmed that it works. I was able to actually hit a local repeater from inside this giant tin can trailer house, and the repeater is about like 50 miles away, so it did pretty good inside. It does even better outdoors, obviously. So yeah, so here's what it looks like on the radio. As you can see, it's much taller than the stock antenna. So yeah, it's actually quite a good antenna. If I had the money, I would have gotten one that I knew for sure was the authentic one, but it's like, I knew at the price point I was taking a chance, so I just ended up getting it. Alright, so here's the third thing for you guys. It is a huge radio pouch. When I ordered it, it said it was perfect for the Baofeng UV-5R. I think somebody was drunk when they wrote that description, because as you can see, it is not perfect. You could like fit 2 Baofengs in there. But anyway, it's not too big of a deal, because pretty soon I'm going to be getting the extended capacity battery, which it still won't be as big as the pouch, but it'll be a bit more properly sized for it. So yeah, anyway, that's just a few things that I got here for my radio. Just wanted to show you guys. So anyway, I didn't bother getting a new belt clip, even though that one broke on my radio, because I'd been using I use the pouch more often than I ever have with the pocket clip. So yeah, this is just what the radio looks like inside the pouch with the extended antenna. So yeah, and that's about it for the video, guys, except, well, I have been getting a few questions, not in the comments or anything, but private messages asking me about if I'm a general class ham yet. And the question to that is no. But the second question is, when are you upgrading to general? And the answer to that is I'm going to be attempting to upgrade to general class license on October 9th. So that's in 2 Mondays. So yeah, and yes, I've been studying. You may be wondering what I have been using. And there's a real simple answer to that one. Ham Radio Save Lives, hamtestonline.com. Yes, I can use Ham Test Online. They are amazing with the whole. It's really a smart website to use because not only does it have practice tests, but it has smart practice tests, so it knows what you need help with, and then it when you go to study, it shows you what you need help with, and that's really cool. And then another setting is you can actually make it where whenever a new question pops up for the studying, it'll show you the correct answer the first time. You may be wondering, why is that great? Because most of the time what people do when they're studying for their ham radio license test is not only do they study the right answer, but they study the wrong answers. Now, let me put it this way. On the test, you are going to have 35 questions. So, if you only memorized the right answer, that would be, you guessed it, that'd be 35 things you have to memorize. But, let me just do a little math right here. If you memorized the 3 incorrect answers, okay, so 35 times 3 is 105. You'd be memorizing 105 incorrect answers. Now, doesn't it sound a bit smarter to just memorize the one correct answer? I think so. So yeah, that's why I like that part of it so much. And also what I'm using is, special thanks to one of my friends, is the general class FCC Element 3 Amateur Radio License Preparation by Gordon West. Now, I do need to point out that this is the previous version of the question pool, but I've been taking the practice tests and almost all the questions are spot on with this, so obviously there's not too many changes, but it's obviously it would be better to have the current question pool, but it's all up to you which one you want, and sorry for the annoying sound of me rolling around. But anyway, so those are the 2 handy dandy tools that I've been using to study for my general class license. And I will be doing a video on October 10th, Tuesday, October 10th, revealing if I'm a general class licensee or not. But with the practice tests that I've been doing, I've been like acing them since Sunday, and I just started like seriously studying them the previous week. So yeah, I will be sure to let you guys know how that turns out. So anyway, this is KG7YTS, and I will catch you guys in the next one. And remember, links always in the description down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. KG7YTS, and I am clear, and I'll see you in the next one.